This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news. And let me tell you, my personal news is that I had baklava yesterday for dinner. That's all I had. And I was like, I'm going to have baklava, too many calories. So I just, I'm not having dinner, but I'll have another 46-gram protein shake with an additional scoop of whey in it. And then that's what I did. And yeah, that's what I did. This morning I woke up, took Tarek to the gym, worked out together, did a full body workout, and it was great. It was wonderful. Feeling pretty good. My neck pain is still there, but working around it. I haven't been able to do rings because I tweaked my neck a little bit while I was trying to do a handstand. So for that reason, I haven't been doing the rings. This is a triple XL Teddy Fresh shirt, and I feel like it's too big. The boy is getting skinny. The skinny kid is around. He is. Many people in the village are saying that Hasan is now the skinny kid. After I saw Donald Trump claim to be 215 pounds, I thought to myself, well, that's unacceptable. I got to cut some more weight, which is, of course, what I was doing already. But now I got to take it a little bit more seriously. So, I'm back down to 245, but still a long ways to go. Still a long ways to go to get down to 215 where Trump is at. Other than that, what else? What other personal news has happened in my life? Not really anything. I've just been hanging out with Tarek a little bit, and that's been wonderful. It's kind of awkward and funny. Like, my dad normally rarely ever interacts with my guests, right? No matter who they are, because they speak English, and he refuses to speak English other than like one or two words. So Tarek being here has been the first time I've seen him speak in full sentences to a guest of mine. You know what I mean? Not even your brother. No, of course he talks to my brother. What are you talking about? Which is really interesting, but it's also awkward because Tarek is like not very comfy speaking Turkish, especially to a Turkish person, like an elderly Turk. And it's just like I need to be there to like mend the gap. You know what I mean? I finished Cowboy Bebop, my like 100th rewatch at this point. Still good. Hasn't gotten even a little bit bad or stale. Always new things to find. And I'm moving on to Samurai Champloo, giving that a rewatch as well. I just love the Watanabe works, man. It's so good. Cowboy Bebop movie is still a banger. Dude, I can't find it. I don't know where to watch it. I don't know where to find it. I have not quit One Piece. The Nujabes soundtrack to Champloo is outstanding. Yeah. You gotta watch the Watanabe directed episodes of Animatrix. Yeah, that's on my list. My list is Samurai Champloo, Space Dandy, and then I'm going to watch the Watanabe directed Animatrix series as well. I'm doing a full Watanabe watch. You know what I'm saying? You must use the old pirate ways to watch the Cowboy Bebop movie. Maybe. One more Watanabe for you, boss. Wait, what? What is this? Blade Runner Blackout 2022? Shinichiro Watanabe. He made this? I didn't know this. I know that there's a new Watanabe banger coming out called Lazarus. You guys want to know something? I think one of my favorite things about Japanese art and Japanese culture is, just like me, they are massive Ameriboos, but they also have been hurt by America's foreign policy. So I see a lot of my own perspective in like the admiration and curiosity with American culture that also is like very different. A very different foreign policy or very different worldview in terms of how they approach war. A lot of artists in Japan are expressly anti-nuclear weapons. They're expressly anti-war for obvious reasons, right? And I think my favorite people that make art out of Japan are people like Hideo Kojima or Shinichiro Watanabe or even Odo. I would categorize as this as well. Like, they're kind of Ameriboos or Westaboos. You know what I mean? They are obsessed with American culture, American pop culture. And I think Watanabe has been punished for this. From what I understand, I forget where I had this conversation, but I feel like this was maybe with the Anime Man and maybe with Joey. But Watanabe's release of Space Dandy was, for the first time ever, America First, where they released Space Dandy like 15 hours ahead of Japan in America for Funimation. And I think that is the reason why people hated it in Japan. Like, it did not get a lot of attention in Japan. I think it's super underrated. But yeah. Watch Kids on a Slope, absolutely incredible. Just boys loving boys. Yoko Kanno does the soundtrack as well. Yeah, he directed this Anderson .Paak. Dude, this is sick. Yeah, Watanabe directed this music video. I love Anderson .Paak. I mean, and I'm not like a massive Flying Lotus fan. He's cool. I mean, it's fine, but I'm not like super familiar with him. But didn't Flylo also produce the Black Samurai, not Afro Samurai, but what was it? Yasuke. Yeah, Yasuke, which was a bit of a dud, I'm not gonna lie. Afro Samurai was an anomaly. Yes, dude. Low key, there's something that there's a burning passion in my heart every time I do gaming. Every time I do gaming on stream, I get excited. I'm like, can I do this? Can I do this? Is this real? Is this something I can do? And then I never have time to do it. I have no hopes about AC6. I kind of expected something different. My friend, that is Armored Core. I know because I've never played Armored Core, but I know mecha games. Like, if you go into it, if you dive into it with the expectation that it's going to be like Sekiro, it's another From Software game that is like exactly like Sekiro or Elden Ring or whatever, you're not going to get that. Like, it's mecha. It is an entirely different, very well flushed out genre that hasn't really been that poppin'. I think this was a Trash Taste anime take, but remember there was an argument a while back, I think on Trash Taste, where they were like, mecha has fallen off as a genre because like it was definitive in the 90s. The 80s, 90s were all mecha, right? All the animes were mecha. There was so much content coming out with like Gundam, obviously Evangelion, and mecha had a huge decline with the exception of Attack on Titan and also other like not necessarily mecha, like directly mecha, but mecha components. Everyone that's pointing to their current favorite new mecha anime is missing the plot. It doesn't touch the peak of the genre like the 80s and 90s especially. Right? When like the most successful IP at the time was mecha stuff. Whereas now the new stuff, I don't even know what they are, but the new mecha stuff that comes out doesn't even touch like Naruto, Boruto, One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, shonens. Like, I feel like Gundam was crazy. Evangelion changed the way mecha anime was seen. The new mecha is definitely isekai, dying and going to another world. Evangelion basically did to mecha what Unforgiven did to the Western and what Sopranos did to mob movies. You thought we didn't notice you slipping in Boruto? I don't know. I don't know if Boruto is good or not. I'm just talking about popularity. But that's it. That's it for personal news. There's not really too much going on in my life other than politics are back.